litigation can be very expensive. You have to build up your legal team. You have your solicitors, you have barristers, you often have other professional experts that you call upon to give evidence, and a day in court can be very costly.
You see, if we engage in something like mediation, you and I have a row, and Maria here organises the mediator. You and I can sit down to discuss this with the help of the mediator tomorrow or the next day, and that could possibly bring a successful result to our dispute. We don't have to wait around for 6 months or 2 years to get on a court list. The most important thing is that you're saving the relationship. If I have a row with you, if I end up in court with regard to that row, the chances are we'll never speak to each other again. No, that's all right. If we're two strangers and we head off into the distance, that might not be such a biggie. But if we're members of the same family or we're parents of the same children, that's very, very significant. So protecting or supporting the relationship is huge. The legislation now is developing a good support of the mediation process.
It is. It's getting there slowly but surely, and more legislation is coming out, both in the EU, in the superior courts, in the circuit courts, at all court levels. And they can appoint a mediator. The parties themselves can ask the court for permission to go to mediation. It can happen all along, every step of the way, right up to the day of court.
And of course, the more the court does this, the more familiar the public will get with the process. We're working very hard at getting the message out to people that this very positive, supportive process is available. It's like working in a team where the two lawyers who are specially trained, the two clients, the two coaches, which might be supporters, much like a football coach would be brought in on a team from the beginning of the season to the end of the season until they win the cup. The coach comes in to help the client with the very strong emotions that exist around a family breakdown, and the coach helps the client develop communication skills. And then we also bring in a neutral financial advisor and possibly a neutral agricultural advisor, depending on what the needs of the family are.
Yeah, a child specialist can be brought in who will meet with the children. Again, they're a neutral person. They're not going to take sides. They're not going to favour mum over dad or vice versa. They'll listen to the children, find out what the children's needs and immediate concerns are, and then work with the parents towards ensuring that the communication lines stay open, that the children are looked after, and that the children are really at the forefront of the whole process.